Okie dokie, this is where we left off the last time well actually it was yesterday for me, but I don't know what it was for you, who knows. So we've got the sway bars put on here. I managed to get some compression back on this little engine. What I'd done was I took the head off, for those of you that hadn't seen it, and I gave it a clean up. Noticed that one of the bolts was loose, the other three were alright, but one was quite loose, so that might have been why I was losing a little bit of compression. But I took this little shim out, which I'm fully aware kind of acts like a little bit of a gasket as well as a bit of a spacer to get the right compression ratio. So I took it out, and what that did was it still seemed to seal. In fact, it sealed so good that it actually snapped the string on the pole start. So it sealed pretty good, and we got a lot more compression than what we did have before. Now, for those of you that aren't aware and might not have seen any of the other videos, this little engine was all right, but when it got warm, it'd slowly and gradually lose its compression to where it wouldn't run. When it cooled down, it would come back and it would run okay, which is classic, you know, it needs a bit of attention. But as I just said, one of these bolts was loose and there was a bit of dirt and stuff. So anyway, we've managed to get a lot more compression when it's cold than it had before. So my hoping is that we're about to get it to run pretty good full stop. But if it does need to be rebuilt, then we'll just rebuild it, simple as that. But the pull start snapped on the last video, and we didn't actually get to hear it run. So I dug around and found this pull start in the cupboard. It's brand spanking new, never been used. I think I bought it for something that didn't fit, so let's into that. I've also got this roto start. Now I have got the little thing that goes in it somewhere. I'll have to find it, but we'll see if this will fit on it. I don't even know if this is even any good. I've got a funny feeling it might be broken, but I have a horrid habit, a terrible habit of keeping stuff that's broken because, well, I don't know, for no reason. It maybe it'll come in handy one day, but it's broken, so why would it? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see if we can fit one of them two on there and get this engine to run and see how well it runs with the small improvements I made. Oh, that reminds me as well, don't forget, if you want to buy one of these air fresheners, they smell absolutely brilliant. You can get all different types, all different flavours. I've shown you before. I'm still trying to help my friends and family out that are selling these. As I said, this is no sponsor. I don't get a single thing for promoting these, but I genuinely like them and I really want them to do well. So if you would buy car air fresheners, or you would buy any sort of fragrance or anything like that for your home, go and have a look on the link which I'm going to put in the description. In fact, there will be two links in the description for two different people, both friends and family of mine that are selling these. If you buy from either of them, you'll be helping their little business out, and really you won't be spending any more money than you would if you went to Asda or Sainsbury's or wherever you would go to buy your air fresheners anyway. So definitely worth a go. Right, so there's the old pull start, and well, oh, excuse me, bloody hell, me and pull start springs, we have a relationship, but we don't have a particularly good relationship, me and pull start springs. I mean, there's some of you out there, I know there is, that would know, would without a doubt, without a bat of an eyelid, would take that apart and put a new bit of string on it. But I don't have the best of luck with pull start springs. I mean, they always fly out and you can't get them back, and yeah, it becomes a bit of a... See, for me to put this on, I need to change... Well, it might work, I don't know. Well, we're trying to pull start first before we fanny around with the roto start, because with the roto start I've got to go and find the whatchamacallit, Hopefully that fits on there. Oh, is it going to fit? Yes, just about, but does the bearing? Yes! Yes! That fits. 3 of the holes line up. The 4th one doesn't, but that's alright. So, we also get included in this little packet with the pull start, we get some new bolts. So I'm going to use the new bolts because the old ones were a bit funny. We'll put these new ones in, providing they fit. They should do. Shouldn't be any reason why they wouldn't. They're just very, very, very long. I'll put this in. That's it. So, yeah, I was going to get all of the upgrades slowly, but with the economy the way it is, I haven't actually got a job at the moment. I haven't got any work. There is no work out there. I mean, literally, the job that I've been on come to an end today. So I haven't got any work. I haven't got any source of income. So I need to be very careful for the future, you know, until some work crops up. So I'm not going to be able to get those just yet, but we will have some. We will have some. I'll have to use these shorter ones for that because they're too long at the engine mount. But we will get the upgrades. Just not just yet. It'll be some point once the economy gets itself back on its feet and there's more work about, and I'll be able to afford them. There we go. We've got pull start back. Put the old bolts back in the bottom there. Put the engine back on, and then we can hear this baby run. Shall we see if it's going to work?
Sure.
What do you think?
Are you recording for a YouTube video?
Yeah. Hello.
You didn't realise that, did you?
What?
That you were recording.
I just put it on. So, do you reckon it's going to work?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Can I have a zip tie?
We don't have zip ties in this country. We have cable ties.
But they're the same thing, different words.
It doesn't matter. We've got to use the right word.
But it is the
Do you reckon it's going to
word
work?
in some countries.
Yeah, it is, but not this country. Think it's going to work? Well, it worked. Not particularly well, but it did work.
Do you think if I put this in the washing machine and then the dryer thingy, do you think it'll be fluffier?
No, it'll shrink.
Why would it?
Because it will. Right, so...
How do you know?
Because I know, if you put a fleece in the tumble dryer, it'll shrink, trust me. So it works. Just... don't know, we'll try again. Something tells me it didn't have very good primage. We could try sticking a little bit down there again.
I'm getting ready to cover my ears because I know it's going to be loud.
You think it's loud?
Mm-hmm.
It is with that little bit of pipe on the exhaust, isn't it? Right. Here we go, here we go. Bit flooded now. Not perfect. It tells me it's not getting...
I'm going back in, bye.
Oh, bye. I'll come play a game with you in a minute. Something tells me it's not getting any fuel through that line. So let's try. Oh, yep, there's a bit. And while we've got that off, we can prime it. Yeah, that seems to work alright. Have to get my pliers again. Right. Let's put that back on there. Yeah, I can't wait for that other pipe to come. Hopefully the thing is on top. It's probably not, but there you go. I don't think this is actually going to work out very well. Throttle's wide open. Seems to be running alright. A little bit shaky, but it's alright. Turn it down too low. She's still got, you know, the compression. Yeah, it's definitely going as it warms up. That's because the sleeve is expanding more than the piston is, which is creating a loss of compression. Let's see. Is it 2.5 mil or 2 mil? I can't remember what the size of the bolts were now. Let's make sure they're still tight. If I can get a bit in there. Oh, that one to come a little bit loose. I think we're definitely living a little bit. Oh, they've actually come quite loose, you know. Not enough, I don't think, to lose much compression. Nah, not really. Yeah, that's lost it. It needs to be. Yeah, we could possibly pinch it. But the fact of the matter is, it needs a new sleeve and probably a new piston. But if you're going to do a sleeve, you might as well do a piston because they need to be worn in together. Well, you could just. I know you lot are looking at this now, going, "No, don't even think about it." Don't worry, I'm not. But I'm just saying, you could. I mean, I've rebuilt engines before, actual proper petrol engines, where I've used the old pistons, put them in the same bores, but I've used the old pistons, and it's been completely fine. But there we go. Did run. We'll see if it'll start up again, shall we? I think it's lost too much. See how long it runs for. had her running again. She runs alright, but she doesn't like to stay running. She's nice and hot now, properly nice and hot. She doesn't like to get too low with the tick over it. It could go quite a lot lower than that, but it doesn't like it. Could try with the tuning, but the way the compression is now, it definitely needs it. So anyway, we knew that anyway. Thought we'd have a bit of fun just playing around with it, trying to get it to run a bit better than it already was. Right, so one more thing I've got to do. So we know that's what it is. So now I've got to sort out these glow starters. I've got these 3 here that I've got to sell. These are all brand spanking new, so these will be sold. A subscriber said he wants glow starters, and so I said, well, I've got 3. So there we go, 3 good glow starters, all with the chargers to match. There are some other ones. You know, anything will be for sale. Anything will be for sale, more or less, within reason. These are pretty good ones. I have got the charger for them, actually. Anyway, time for a rummage, a little look around, and yeah, what's that one for? Oh, it's a Ritmax. I've got a Ritmax charger there. Maybe for one of these Ritmaxes. Bloody good glow starters, these Ritmax. Not that one necessarily. This one here. These ones with the, in my opinion, the ones that have got the 2 fingers like that, they're the best ones. You get the ones that have just got the round thing on the end. In my opinion, they're not as good. 1, they're not as comfortable to use, but 2, the glow starter itself doesn't seem to be as good. Whether they changed the recipe for the battery, I haven't got a clue. But they just don't seem to be as good as the ones with the longer things there. So anyway, there we go. Anyway, it was good to see if we could get that to run any better, and the next time you see it, we'll be taking it apart and doing something with it to actually make it run properly. Probably rebuilding it. I probably won't bother trying to repinch it. If I'm going to do it, I'll probably do it properly. As and when that'll be, I have no idea. I'll catch you on the next one. Look after each other and treat everybody equally, and that we will all be happy.